So, minor problem this morning. The handle come undone from my battery charge boost pack, which is it's one of those little things. It's been loose for a while. I knew the screw that was in there was probably the thread was gone on it, and it's just been one of those things where I'll do it one day. Well, I just tried to start the digger because over the winter months we haven't used this since Christmas time. Everything's sort of settled down, and the lads want this rope, but it is jammed inside there. So I need to start the Doosan, but he's got a flat battery. So it's one of those things. I came down to free that rope. To free that rope, I need to start that. That wouldn't start. So I went and fetched the battery charger. The handle came off. So it's, do you ever get one of those things where you start off to do a job, but you end up having to do 2 or 3 other jobs that you should already have done anyway, so there's no excuse. You got to do 2 or 3 other jobs before you can actually get to the one that you intended. It's just going to be one of those days. So anyway, so that was the fixing. This little fella there that held that in, and all that was, it was just the thread's gone on there, and it was it's a really simple, pretty naff handle, but it is something that we don't use very much. So I can't use that because that won't hold anything. I can't find. I tried that bolt there. He's too big, and it's just threading himself. And well, so I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a big self tapper. And I'm going to drill through to the other side, and hopefully that's going to pull it up. So, but anyway, obviously before I can put this in, I've got to drill a hole. So I'm going to drill a hole. So that should now, if I poke that in there and do this in the vise, because I'm going to literally make this screw tap himself, that should hold him tight. Okay, so that's that one. And what I might do is see if I can find a second screw. I need another one of those in my box of bits. Not in there. A bit small. So yeah, I reckon that'll do it. Okay, a second hole. Right, that's that sorted. Now I just got to make sure. Hang on. Make sure there's nothing inside there. No, plenty of space inside there. Last thing I want to do is put that screw in there. I find these too long and actually short something out. That would be stupid. This should work. Famous last words. That's it. Solid. Okay, now I can put you to work. As soon as I get this metal swarf out my finger. Gotcha. Right, well I parked the digger like this on purpose because I did anticipate the potential of having a flat battery. So although this trailer wasn't there, which is a little bit in my way, but I can work my way around it. Okay, well, there's not a lot of light, so hopefully you can see this, but basically now I've got those two bolts out, that one and this one. This lot just slides out, and there is the battery. Right, let's connect him up. You can go in there, and go over there. Okay, that's my positive and that's my negative. Positive on first. Followed by my neutral. Okay, so let's see what we've got on here. We don't want it on start, we don't want it on boost, we want it on minimum, and we'll stick it on trickle charge. So basically, I haven't got to move this urgently, there's no desperate rush, so I will charge this battery slowly. So the slower you can charge it, the better, really. Oh, yep, I'll tell you what, maybe I'll just plug it in first. That might help. Okay, so the needle's moving. We want to see some movement on the needle. Not a lot of charge going in there, which could mean a poor connection this end. Just check my connections. Okay. I'll leave it on the lowest setting for now. That can go on for a couple of hours, just gently tickling that, as long as I can get this thing started today. I've got another thing to sort out with this as well. I've got one of the track adjusters on here that is, the tracks are tensioned up with a grease nipple, and one of the grease nipples has literally, well, I don't know if the actual nipple's threaded or the hole it goes into is threaded, but that needs repairing. It was something that was on the list of things to do when I actually sent this machine in for a bit of an overhaul. I think it got forgotten, so sometime or other I'm just going to take it back over there, and they're going to, I know it's something I probably could do myself, but if it's done by the professionals and it's done right, and they're not going to charge me for doing it, it's only my time to actually take the machine, it's only 10 miles away, to get it done, and they'll probably do it while I wait anyway, so I just as soon have it done right. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, we don't need lights on now. Yes, the workbench already not looking. But while I'm in here, I was reminded by Mrs. P, log basket wants filling up again. Well, that was maybe a little bit too exciting for the poor delivery man. Just rescued the van driver, the Hermes van driver from our dogs. I recently thought they were going to eat him on the way in. So I have actually already opened this in the kitchen, but when I found out what was in it and knew where it came from, I kind of thought, you know what, I am going to do this on again on kitchen. So just pretend that I haven't already opened this, right? So I had a parcel, and I looked at it and I thought, parcel. Wonder what it is. And opened it up, just make sure I've got that the right way around. Opened it up and found another parcel inside, along with a note. And the person who sent this already knows who they are. So, I don't know, going back quite a few months now, a year maybe, I came across a young man on YouTube who had started his own YouTube channel. And he had, I don't remember, not many, maybe 100, maybe a couple of hundred people following him. So I found him not long after he started. And he just struck me as a really nice young fella, young farmer. And I literally just gave him a little shout out. And I know that a lot of you now watch him as well. Some of you from the shout out that I gave him, and most of you from finding yourself and through other stuff, that's things that have gone on, especially recently. With Bale Challenge and that, because the Bale Challenge, I think, for a lot of beginning YouTube farmers has been a fantastic way of getting found, because there are so many people out there now who are doing this, and it's brilliant. As far as I'm concerned, it's not competition for time or minutes and anything else like that. The more of us that do this and promote British agriculture, British food production, and I'm going across the board to everything. I mean, I include things like our fishermen, which fishing kind of interests me. Although I'm a long way from the coast, it kind of interests me. And one day I'm hoping that one of you lot runs a boat is going to say, do you fancy coming out on the boat for a bit? And I'll say, brilliant, I'd love to. I'll come and do some ground baiting over the side for an hour while you lot catch fish. But anyway, so back to this parcel. I am going to read this out because I've already read it. So, Farmer P, I just want to say a big thank you for the support you give my channel and the shout out you gave me when I first started. I hope you enjoy this item. Wishing you and your family the very best for 2021. I look forward to seeing what you and all get up to throughout the year. Stay safe, take care, all the best, Nick, aka Nick's Farm. So it's obviously a mug, and I really like it. It's simple, it's just, I just like this mug. So this is going to be my new favourite mug for a while. So, which I will use this mug for probably a couple of weeks, and then it will go on the shelf with the other mugs that are sent me. And speaking of shelf, yes, I do have a proper mug shelf that a nice young man made for me. I haven't put it up yet because it was going to go on the wall over there, but because we're putting an extension on the side of here from my mother-in-law, and this will probably end up being part of hers, there was no point in drilling holes in the wall. So I don't know where I'm going yet. So this will not be my office forever. My little hole, I'm going to be moving somewhere. I don't know where. Probably, knowing my luck, a little log cabin outside somewhere, and peace and quiet. So anyway, so thank you very, very much, Nick. And as far as I'm concerned, you are more than welcome. You and your dad, and no offense to you, mate, but your dad, he's a superstar. He's another one. It's just, what a nice family. Okay, so if you haven't yet found Nick's Farm, please just go and find the little looking glass above, you know, the little magnifying glass, and click on there. Just punch in Nick's Farm, go and find Nick Terry, and go and find out what he does. He's a very nice, knowledgeable young farmer, and you can learn a lot from him. So I've learned a few things from him. So all you're going to learn from me is how to misbehave yourself. So anyway, thank you very much, Nick. Right, on with the rest of the video. See, now I should have recorded that, really. I'm just off out to go and look at some tree work, and as I was coming out, delivery comes in, which was a parcel, another parcel for Farmer P, which I haven't opened yet because I've got to go off and do some work. So I just wandered in the house to put it on the kitchen table, and the missus comes running through, going, "Oh, parcel, parcel, parcel!" Yes, for me. So her face when I went, no. It was, you had to be there, okay? It was worth looking at, but you had to be there. So, okay, so I am off to a local village called Ewley to go and look at an apple tree, which is apparently very overgrown. Oh, well, I came to do one quote and I've ended up doing two, because there was a neighbour going, oh, while you're here, could you come and do mine? So it's 21 metres of that. I'm surprised you even say such a thing, to be honest.
Oh, I say.
Oh, well, would you think that I would order something like that? Mrs. P wants to know if I bought myself a butt plug. This is the extent of the respect I hold in this house. Okay, so we've had another parcel. I have no idea who it's from or what it is. But just in case this time I've got the camera rolling before I even start. It always comes off halfway in my hand. Okay, so this is a fairly regular occurrence for me, as somebody keeps sending me num-nums. So what have we got here? Tortina Dark Hazelnut. So obviously somebody thinks I'm not nutty enough already, so I am regularly getting chocolates and sweets and treats coming through. I have no idea. No one ever says who they're from or where they're from, or. But thank you very much indeed. But I have got to say to whoever is sending all this, I don't eat all of these things because I can't eat all of it. So some of this does get distributed around the family. So if you're thinking it's just me scoffing this lot, I'm fat enough. Thank you very much indeed. But yeah, that looks quite nice. And so does that. So this appears to be a chalky biscuit of some description. And I'm in the mood for a chalky biscuit. They're individually wrapped as well. Oh, that's actually quite handy, having something individually wrapped, because I like them. They can stay in my office. I can just hide them. How many of you are jealous right now? Locker, Tortina Dark Hazelnut. Can't read that. Gran Pasticcera. I don't know, it sounds a bit foreign to me, but quite nice. They might just stay in my office. Can't hurt to try one, can it? They're only equal. Definitely taste the nuts in that. Oh, I like them too. I do share a lot of the things out. Maybe not these. Well, okay. That's it. No more. I've got work to do. See you next time.